Warning! I apologize if that scared you. Hey everyone, so this video is going to be a book haul. I don't really do book hauls too often on this channel. I've had this channel since 2014. It's been almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in July, one of the days in July. And I think I've only put up like 2 actual book hauls in that entire time that I've had my channel. I'm also sorry for the glare. I'm trying to get as much light as possible. I have a lamp in front of me, my window is open, my other window is open, and my light is on, so I apologize for the glare. Oh, this isn't just a book haul, this is a book/Funko haul because I love Funkos. I have like 15, if you can see those up there. My babies. But yeah, I have a couple book hauls. I don't have book hauls. I have books to put in my haul. I have a couple of Funkos. One of them I accidentally opened already, and then the other one I haven't opened because I have a whole bunch of boxes there. These are a few of the boxes that I have. I opened a few of them already, and some of them I just bought as actual books when I was at Barnes & Noble because I'm there like all the time. Yeah, what was I trying to say at the very beginning? Okay, so I try and collect books that I have purchased, and then I like to do my hauls after I've acquired a few, so that I could just do a video. Okay, but yeah, so all the ones that I'm about to show you, I've been collecting all of these. These are all the ones that I've purchased this year, I think, since like sometime in January. I'm not too sure. I don't really buy books too often, and when I do, I mean, I do buy, but I do. But I literally never buy a book at full price. I never do. Whenever I'm a Barnes & Noble member, and so whenever I get a coupon, that's when I tick off one of the books on my TBR list that I like want to read, and I buy one of those books, and then it adds to my ever-growing collection. Yeah, so I literally only buy books at Barnes & Noble with the coupon, or I get books at like Thrift Books or Book Depository if it's cheaper than like Amazon, because Amazon usually has cheaper, and I have a student Prime membership at the moment, so I'm trying to use that. Okay, but yeah, enough rambling. What would you guys like to see first? Funkos! Funkos it is! I'm an idiot. Okay, so the first one that I have here, I already opened because I thought it was something else and it was what I wanted. And it is a Queenie Funko. It's Queenie from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So I saw this movie like the week it came out with one of my friends. But yeah, so these are all of the ones, I don't know if you can see it. Those are all the Funkos that they have for the Fantastic Beasts movie. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't need to number them because the number's already there. There's 9 and I would only want like 4, 5. I adored her character. She was super cute. She was super great. I loved her. I kind of wish that they had her in that pink robe. Wasn't a robe, like that jacket, long whatever that she wore in the movie, because that was really cute and that was really like Queenie, I felt like. But they put her in this blue one that I think we first see her in. So also they have Tina, who I also really liked in the movie. I loved that movie so much. Oh my, I need to buy it and watch it again because I only saw it the one time in theaters. But they also have Jacob, and they have Jacob in that like thing that Newt puts him when they're gonna go and try and get that rhinoceros looking thing. So I thought that was funny. And then they also have Serafina Pickery and Percival Graves, who I don't really care for, so I'm not gonna get either of those. But they also have 2 different versions of the Niffler, and I need a Niffler, so whenever money and coupons come my way, I will be getting the rest of them. Here's the other one that I have, and it's still in the box, so I need to open it. I have a screwdriver without a bit in it. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna use the pen. I like this pen, so please don't break my pen to open this. Yeah, so I finally got Ron in his first year robes because I kept seeing that there was like a couple of redheads holding like other stuff, like one of them was holding like present looking things, and then I realized it was Fred and George. So I finally have Ron in his first year robes. I'm so happy. I love it. I love Funkos. I've been collecting these for a while now, and I don't get tired of them. I'm running out of space, but you know. Oh, he's so cute with his super orange hair. Even his eyebrows are orange. That's hysterical. And his wand, it looks broken. I love it. Reunited, and it feels so good. So I have 6 books to show you guys. 4 of them are just willy-nilly, are not in boxes, and then the other 2 that I have are in boxes. The first one that I'm going to show you is Classical Mythology by H.A. Gerber. So you know how they have these books at Barnes & Noble? I have a few of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, This would be my sixth one. I like collecting them because they're all like $6, $7, and so it's not like I have money to waste. But whenever I do go to Barnes and Noble, if I see one that I like to just pick it up because they're cool to have and they look really cool on my shelf. And they're all, I don't get just because there's a whole bunch, but I get the ones that I feel like I would actually read one day. So I have this. I have Jane Austen's, Edgar Allan Poe's, the Sherlock Holmes ones, the Grimm's fairy tales, and John Carter. So I might get to those one day. If not, they look pretty on my shelves. But yeah, this apparently has Greek and Roman mythology. It was really cool because when I was in high school, we had to read this book. I forget, but it was a mythology book, and we had to like give a presentation. I forget who I got. I know I can see him in my head. It was a dude. He fought the bull. Forgot his name. But yeah, I think about mythology every now and then. My brother really likes it, and so I like having like a kind of classical mythology dictionary at my disposal now, so it's really cool. The next book here is Robert Galbraith's The Cuckoo's Calling, and everybody knows this is J.K. Rowling's adult book, and this is the pseudonym, that's the right name, right, for that, that she gave herself for this book. Really mad because it had a sticker on it, and if you can see the little glare there, it doesn't come off. I held off on getting these books because this is a duology, I believe. There's a second one. And I held off on buying them because I was like, I don't want to ruin my J.K. Rowling, like, you know, thought in my head. All I've ever read of hers is Harry Potter. And I kind of got over that. I was like, there's no need. I was actually going to pick up the second book in the duology. And then I realized that this was the first one. So if you've read it, let me know if it's good. I'm really, really curious because, yeah, this is usually not what she's written. So I'm curious to know if it's good. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews, but I'm curious. I love her writing style. So the next book that I have here is the book that I'm actually currently reading. I'm still super at the beginning of it. This is a nonfiction, and you all know it, Hidden Figures by Margot Lee Shetterly. And so I really wanted to get the movie cover because I really want to read it and then watch the movie. I might watch the movie before I finish it just to like get visuals in my head as I'm reading it. Because since this is a nonfiction, tripping over my words there. Since this is a nonfiction book, it'll just be cooler to read it like that, I feel like. Because, I mean, we all know the story by now. They were the mathematicians who got our dudes on the moon. So, just really, really important history right here. And I really like it so far. I've only read like the prologue because I started it a week ago and then I had like 4 exams within a week, and so that's like all I've been doing. And so yeah, I already have a couple notes within like the first 10 pages that I've read. I feel like it's going to be good. I like the writing style so far. I feel like it's going to be a nice storyteller. The storytelling is going to be nice. I feel like there's going to be a lot of like technical stuff in here, which I don't really care for, but I really want to know like the story and like what these women did and what they accomplished. Like, yeah, I'm really excited to finish this, and I'm really excited to eventually watch the movie. I watched a few of the Oscar winners, Oscar nominees so far. I watched Moonlight, which was amazing. I watched Fences, which I didn't love. I didn't like Denzel's character, and I thought his character was really messed up. I loved Viola Davis's character. She is my favorite actress, and every single role that she gets, she kills it, and so she was amazing in that role. The other one that I watched, what was it? I also watched Get Out, which wasn't a Oscar nominee, but it was amazing. Jordan Peele, kudos, bro. It was so good. It was so good. It had the most satisfying ending ever. And also, in regards to Oscar nominees, I also watched Arrival, which was so good. Like, I love like movies, like sci-fi kind of movies that are taken seriously, if you know what I mean. So this is about aliens coming to Earth and having us have to speak to them. That makes sense. Having the humans have to speak to them and try and communicate with them. And it's that whole thing. And Amy Adams is like the main kind of like interpreter, and it's just I want to watch it again, and I want to do an entire movie review on that movie because I honestly think it's one of my favorites now. I just absolutely loved it so much, and I don't even know why. I do know why, but it's like it's a movie about aliens coming to Earth, and like I don't know, it was just amazing. If you've seen it, let me know. If you've seen any of the movies that I mentioned, let me know. Let's discuss it also. But yeah, I really want to do a movie review for Arrival soon. Then that will lead into another discussion video that I wanted to make. I have a few discussion videos, and I know my last one, I got a lot of feedback on that, which was pretty cool. Everybody was so nice, and the video got like a few hundred views, which is amazing. So the next book that I have here is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. And I was so mad because I got it in the mail and it's kind of messed up at the bottom there. So this book is based on, if you've heard of it, you probably have. It's based on the Black Lives Matter movement. So I believe this girl, her best friend, he gets killed by the cops, and it's just the story of her having to deal with that, I believe. And like, I'm sure it's gonna be super like impressionable, and it's gonna be super powerful. It is a YA novel, but that doesn't really mean that it can't be, you know, super impactful. And Angie Thomas, I saw something that she was like, she's like, I knew that this was going to be controversial, but you know, that she wanted to do it anyway. I mean, if this stuff is controversial, I mean, that's where we are in this world. So that just, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to that really soon. And I really like the cover also. There were two different covers. I got the hardback because I like this cover better. And so it shows the main character. I don't even know her name yet, but it looks like as if she's protesting. She has a sign, and like the back, if you can see it, I believe that's like her friend. I wanna say, and it just like the artist, how they drew her eyes and like just everything. I don't know. I really love the cover. It's really simple, but really like tells you something. I don't know. I just really love it. Yeah. So the next couple books here, I know what one of them is. I forget what the other one is, so we'll see. Okay, this is. The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alida Sainz. I've been waiting to do this video so that I can unwrap this and so that I could also read this one, because I want to read this one alongside of Hidden Figures, just because I really want to start it already. I've mentioned this so many times. Benjamin is one of my favorite authors of all time. I connect to his books and his characters so well, so much, and oh my god, look at the inside, look at the colors. I love it. But yeah, like I was saying, I absolutely love this author. I just finished reading He Forgot to Say Goodbye, and I loved it. His books are just so well written, and I relate to them so much. Like I said, I relate to his characters, I relate to the situations. There aren't a lot of books right now with Latinx representation. I know that he's going to write a sequel to Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Oh, I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. I have a review for Aristotle and Dante. I have a review for He Forgot to Say Goodbye. I wanted to do a video of Latinx book recommendations because I feel like that is important, and I would love to do a video like that. My dog just barked. But yeah, I also really want to read more books so that I can have books to recommend. That's going to be in the future. I don't know how soon in the future because I got to read a bunch, but that is something that I really want to do. Last but not least, I don't even remember what this is. Oh, that's right! It's Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. Oh my god, the pages are black. That is gorgeous. I've heard so many good things about this book, like the amount of diversity within the characters, and I've heard that I have the Grisha, the Shadow and Bone, right? The trilogy. I know that this is a duology. It has to do with like 6 teenagers, I guess, probably teenagers, YA. And they just, I don't know, but it sounds amazing. I've seen so many fan art on like Tumblr and stuff, and it just looks so cool, and I'm excited. I haven't read a lot of like YA recently. I read Milk and Honey, and then I read He Forgot to Say Goodbye, which is technically YA, but it's like not fantasy. That was kind of like real life, and so I've been wanting to read another like fantasy dystopian type of book recently because I love that genre, and I haven't read a good, or not a good one, but I haven't read one in a long time, so I really want to just dive into like fantasy again because it's such a fun genre. It's such a fun type of book to escape into, and it just keeps you going, and I love it. But yeah, I think those are all the books that I have to show y'all. I'm gonna try and do that booktuber thing where I try and hold them all. It's not gonna work, but we're gonna try anyways. It worked. But yeah, these are all the books that I had to show y'all, and here were my 2 Funkos that I had to show you guys. Also very excited to add these on my shelf. So yeah, this video is going on like 35 minutes. I did not mean for it to be that long. I'm gonna have to edit out a lot because I do not want this video to be like 20 minutes long. But yeah, if you have any comments about the books that I showed you, if you read any of them, if you want to read any of them, leave any comments down below. But yeah, like I said, please leave any and all comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I gotta go and try and do some kind of thumbnail. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Should I show you guys the title in the thumbnail, or should I not? Should I keep the suspense? Alright. That's not cute. Oh, heavy!